Okay, welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I'm back with another scanogram. You guys, please let me know if you can hear. We were having trouble with the camera because I was trying to do the screen capture, so that was kind of like lagging the connection. So I think I fixed it. So please let me know if you can hear. I see you guys. DDOFC. I wish him the best of health, but I'm not shocked at all. Child, I think you talking about Denzel. Okay. Child, Denzel. I'm like, Unk. That's too much. Okay. But as you guys see, we are back with another Scan the Gram. So you guys, please come in as you are coming in the chat. Please let me know that you are here. Hey bougie Barbie. Okay, we bike. I can hear and see you. Okay, thank you. You guys, you know what? I don't use StreamYard all the time. So when I use vMix, it gives me, it's a little bit more technical. So it's like a lot of moving parts to it. So just bear with me. So yeah, y'all, we gonna be talking about LisaRaye tonight, honey. She still got that. It seemed like she was talking to Carlos King. She did an interview with him. And it seemed like she's still mad at Nicole Murphy, okay? LisaRaye gives me a round the way, okay? Yeah, she got a couple dollars. Yeah, she got money. But she seemed like she will still snatch your wig off, okay? She was not playing. And Denzel is around here talking about, he's getting older now and, he's been just saying a lot of things. I know when you get older, you like to reminisce and look back on your past. But he talking about, when he was doing movies and he be on the set, he'll go away for 3 months, be on vacation, come back and work for 3 months. But while he was gone, he would be drinking and drugging. And he said he used to shoot up. Yes. He said, I shot up like everybody else, but I just didn't get addicted. But I did get addicted to the wine. I was a wine up. Okay. But I didn't get addicted to the heroin. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. So we're going to be talking about that, and it looks like it's still trying to do, but we're going to press through. We're going to press through. I'm not even going to look at that stream health. We're going to press through. I'm not going to let the devil, you can't win. You can't win. We're going to press through, okay? So, and we're going to be talking about Diddy. Diddy's attorney is now being accused of SA. Diddy trying to get out. Child, he just keep trying to get out. They telling him no. So now his attorney, the one that is suing like 100 and some odd people for, the one that is representing 120 witnesses of victims of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's, no, I don't think is it the one that's suing or the one that's representing Denny? I don't know. We got to look into it. We're going to look into it. So let me pull up. I think we're going to go with LisaRaye. We're going to do her first. We're going to do her first. Okay. Let's get with her. Okay.
Affect you from booking other roles because people only saw you as that?
Sure it did. I was the pretty girl. I was the sex symbol. And so we just want her to be pretty. But because I always had a lot of personality, even off screen, people would go, well, you know what? She's so cool. And it's something else to her. You know what I mean? But they could not deny that everyone knew me from that role, that way, and that look. So they wanted to still help and continue me in that way. but not in ways that I felt like I could stretch. You know, I did a small film called, independent film called Civil Brand with director Nima Barnett. And it was, my sister was in it, Brad, Tashina Arnold, Mos Def, Lark Voyez. It was a lot of people that was in it. And it was about a woman that was in prison for killing her husband from abuse. I had no makeup, no hair, no nails, one of my best roles to date. I'd have all that to worry about. See, playing pretty is difficult.
Playing the role of Diamond, there was this rumor that I want you to address. Did you and Cisco ever date? No.
But he was big time at that time.
Huge.
Mm-hmm. And I realized the association and how my team was like, no, you should actually hang out with him, because if he wants to hang out with you and take you, because I think I went to the first appearance we had was the Wild Wild West premiere.
Yes.
I don't think that I ever would have had a chance to go if it wasn't for him, because I damn sure didn't get an invitation. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, when he asked me, it was like, yes, I want to go. You know what I mean? And then we developed a friendship. And that's what people kind of kill me about the Hollywood stories. It's like relationships are key. Building
There was this rumor that I want you...
Relationships is key. It's not always about, I slept with this person, I'm dating that person, I'm with that. No. I can't say nothing about the height. They're different because we know, folks go, different strokes for different folks. But I think people kind of know my type about now. You know what I mean? And so, and I'm not going to say he wouldn't be, but he was a little shorter than I would want, But we, to this day, like this, relationships is key.
Did that public relationship damage you in some way?
Of course it did. I was very embarrassed about the shenanigans that took place and how it was even handled, and how it was kind of swept under the rug on just how much that I did for Turks and Caicos Islands. I was aware of some people going to like you, some people are not. But I don't think that people understood that I left my career. I left what I was trying to build in my dreams to go over to another country. So I had no friends there. I had no family there. I had no one there for me, no support for me. It was just he and I. And I then was thrown into becoming this first lady with no protocol.
When you were going through the scandal of your ex, obviously the infidelity and the alleged, misappropriating the funds and all that stuff, right? Did that public relationship, hindsight's always 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ignore some of the signs? Were the signs there and you chose to ignore it because you were too busy trying to, be first lady and you were in love?
No, and no. On both of those. I was not in love.
You weren't in love?
No. I loved him, but I wasn't in love yet.
Even when you married this man?
Yeah, that's right.
LisaRaye McCoy, I didn't know this.
Mm-hmm.
So when you married him, you were in love with him.
Mm-mm.
Why'd you marry him?
Because I was dating him, and we had this whirlwind romance, and I knew that I was going to continue dating him. And I knew the setup is that he was a politician, and that it would look much better for the politician that's single to be married.
Hindsight's always 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ignore some of the signs?
And to have a union and a partner. And what better way to do that than get the starlet from Hollywood to come and join you? And so he said to me, I want to date you in our marriage. And I said, well, let me think about that, because you know what? You're absolutely right. That's exactly what we would be doing. That's exactly what everyone does in a marriage every day. You're dating your husband. You're dating your wife every day under the rules and law of matrimony. And to have a union and a partner. And what better way to do that than get the starlet from Hollywood to come and join you? And so he said to me, I want to date you in our marriage. And I said, well, let me think about that, because you know what? You're absolutely right. That's exactly what we would be doing. That's exactly what everyone does in a marriage every day. You're dating your husband, you're dating your wife every day under the rules and law of matrimony. And to have a union and a partner. And what better way to do that than get the starlet? And then we called off the wedding at first, you know? And then all of my friends and my family was like, girl, are you crazy? You know what I mean? And I was honest with him. I was like, I don't know what that's going to mean. I came to LA to become an actress and I'm not done. And he would say to me, you don't have to finish off anything that you don't want to. I want you just the way that you are. And he said all the right things. And even today he says the right things when I talk to him.
Y'all still talk?
Oh, yeah, we do. There's a lot of them that don't really know that I know that he slept with them. When you have pillow talk with someone, he wasn't just my boyfriend. He was my husband. So even though we found our way back to a friendship, it's just that. We're friends. So I still ask questions and go, you know what about that time? Did you sleep with her? He said, yeah. I go, really? He go, mm-hmm. And I go, wow. And then we called off the wedding at first, you know? And then all of my friends and my family was like, girl, are you crazy? You know what I mean? And I was honest with him. I was like, I don't know what that's going to mean. I came to LA to become an actress and I'm not done. And he would say to me, you don't have to finish off anything that you don't want to. I want you just the way that you are. And he said all the right things. And
you alleged too that Nicole Murphy had relations with your ex-husband. Were you two friends?
Mm-hmm. Birthday parties. I've been to her house. She was at my bachelorette party. But you know what? At that time, my mother told me then. She said, you know, but you got to watch that one there. And I was like, who? I said, the one dancing. She said, yes, that's Eddie Murphy's wife. She said, you got to watch that one.
Current wife at the time or ex at the time?
I want to say, I think she was still married. Mm-hmm. They were still married. And I was like, no, you know. And so, you know, when your mom tells you something about new school, you feel like you old school, you know. And she was right.
How did you find that out?
I had checked the manifest of my plane because we owned a plane. And so when you check that list, it says all the people that have rolled on the plane. And she didn't ride on it with me. And
you alleged too that...
did she receive an invitation from me? So if you had a girlfriend that has her own island, I would think that you would call and say, hey, girl, I'm coming, because I was getting everybody to come. So why you would accept an invitation from him and you don't even know him is unbeknownst to me. I don't know how that could happen. Do you? I guess not.
I never owned a private plane or
not that part.
That means, I don't know, you know, meaning, yes, this is too rich for me. You know, the manifest of the list, like, damn. So you saw her name on the list.
Mm-hmm. And I tried to call her. And, you know, at first she said, no, I haven't been to Turks and Caicos. I have not been. And it was like, well, wait a minute, you know. And then I called again and then she stopped answering the phone. So at the time she was dating, at this time,
Michael
when
Strahan?
I found out, she was dating Michael Strahan. So I called him. And I said, hey, do you know anything about this? And, you know, we talked or whatever. And I said, well, you know, or did she receive an invitation? Let me send you a tape that I have of proof, you know. And so I did.
What tape? What was on the tape?
You know, it was a tape of her and Michael where she was dropping Michael off at the private airport in her car. And they opened the gate and they pulled up to the plane and she gets out and he gets out. And I go, oh, I didn't know y'all knew each other. And I'm going to leave it right there because that part is my business. The other part is someone else's business, which I've never, you know, would speak on. You know, I have been... He said about 2 or 3. I said, oh, okay. Okay. So I don't need her to, you know, to honor the truth or to even say the truth. I don't care. I'm at a whole different place in my life. You know what I mean? But what I do know is what I do care about is don't come in my face. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Was she like physically in your face, like she was about to do something?
Oh, no. Hell no. Absolutely not. Very public about Nicole, you know, when she did that, the shit with
Lila Rashawn's husband,
right
Antoine Fuqua.
You did your homework. And so I have talked about it before. But again, when she went on Wendy Williams to say that I lied, I was like, wait a minute, I talked to Michael the night before and said, hey, Nicole said, he said she lying. I said, how many times you sleep with her? Let me send you a... He said about 2 or 3. I said, oh, okay. Okay, so I don't need her to honor the truth or to even say the truth. I don't care. I'm at a whole different place in my life. You know what I mean? But what I do know is what I do care about is don't come in my face. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Was she like physically in your face, like she was about to do something?
Oh, no, hell no. Absolutely not. He said about 2 or 3.
Single Ladies is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Mine too. Stacey Littlejohn.
Yes, right. No. Shout out to Stacey Littlejohn, Queen Latifah. It was amazing. Would you ever do a reboot of Single Ladies?
In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. And I think it's necessary. I think it's needed. Especially because even when I did Single Ladies and I was in my 40s and the other girls was in their 30s, I thought that it was great to show mature love. Just love wins. Love wins no matter what. You know what I mean? And you show the ups and downs and you show the eye candy, not just from the women's perspective, but from the men's perspective as well. Men talk just as much as we do, And you in a partnership goes through some things that you wish that didn't happen, that you were embarrassed about, that you want to sweep under the rug, but you still stay. What are some of those things? And what are some of the deal breakers too? That's life.
Single Ladies is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Well, I also want to, there's another clip, and I want to find that other clip as well of her talking about what type of man that she, what type of men she dates. Let me find that. Let me find it. Give me a minute, y'all. I don't know if it was on the Shade Room or if it was on the Neighborhood Talk, but give me a second. I'm going to find it because, honey, that's the conversation that I want to have. I want to have that, and I want to talk about the Nicole Murphy thing because when she said that he went and got a starlet, the Hollywood starlet, I said, girl, you ain't no Hollywood. You wasn't no Hollywood starlet. You was diamond, but you wasn't no starlet now. So it might be on the Neighborhood Talk. Yeah, I think it's on the Neighborhood Talk. Let me get that. I said, girl, you wasn't no starlet, honey.
Scream therapy. You ever want to scream?
Ooh.
Nigga be going outside. Okay, walking popular.
Alright, let me find. Cause this is what we do. Oh, and child want to talk about this one with Simon, honey. He is suing Portia because she was posting about his erectile dysfunction. But that's what this show is all about. That's what we do. We just scan the gram and talk about stuff that we see on the gram. Right, here it goes. Attorney representing 120 alleged victims against Diddy is now being sued. So I got to change my little thing. That is not Diddy's attorney, chat. All right, let me get this, though. Let me find this LisaRaye. Oh, and there go the one about Denzel. Where is Lisa? Here we go. Here go. Here go.
You alleged too that Nicole Murphy had relations with your ex-husband. Were you two friends?
Mm-hmm. Birthday parties. I've been to her house. She was at my bachelorette party. But you know what? At that time, my mother told me then. She said, but you got to watch that one there. And I was like, who? I said, the one dancing. She said, yes, that's Eddie Murphy's wife. She said, you got to watch that one.
Current wife at the time or ex at the time?
I want to say, I think she was still married. Mm-hmm. They were still married. And I was like, no, And so, when your mom tell you something about new school, you feel like you old school, And she was right.
How did you find that out?
I had checked the manifest of my plane because we owned a plane. And so when you check that list, it says all the people that have rolled on the plane. And she didn't ride on it with me, and nor did she receive an invitation from me. So,
you alleged too that Nicole Murphy...
So if you had a girlfriend that has her own island, I would think that you would call and say, hey, girl, I'm coming, because I was getting everybody to come. So why you would accept an invitation from him and you don't even know him is unbeknownst to me. I don't know how that could happen.
You saw her name on the list.
Mm-hmm. And I tried to call her. And, at first she said, no, I haven't been to Turks and Caicos. I have not been. And it was like, well, wait a minute, And then I called again, and then she stopped answering the phone. So at the time she was dating, at this time,
Michael
when
Strahan?
I found out, she was dating Michael Strahan. So I called him. And I said, hey, do you know anything about this? And, we talked or whatever. And I said, well, let me send you a tape that I have of proof, And so I did.
What tape? What was on the tape?
It was a tape of her and Michael where she was dropping Michael off at the private airport in her car. And they opened the gate and they pulled up to, if you had a girlfriend that had the plane and she gets out and he gets out, and I go, oh, I didn't know y'all knew each other. And I'm going to leave it right there because that part is my business. The other part is someone else's business, which I've never, would speak on. But for me, that was enough. It was like, wow, I'm going to whoop your ass.
LisaRaye, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
That's just how much I was just like, what, bitch? You don't do that. Friends don't do that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I would think an enemy would do, or somebody that I just don't know. But someone that you have to watch your... Girl, where I come from, south side of Chicago, that's an ass whooping. That's an ass whooping. Period. I just had too many other things going on, but I can't say that I didn't try to get her.
You tried to fight
the plane.
Nicole Murphy?
I tried to... She did some old dumb shit, and I was like, who you talking to? And I had to let her know that I am not the one or the two. Because I'm not. I am not.
Nicole Murphy?
I tried to, she did some old dumb shit.
Child, she said, I am not. Now, where is this other... I'm trying to get this other clip. Where is it? Well, she said she don't want to waste your time. Where is this clip? Wait a minute. Where did I see this 8? Where did I see this? I gotta find it because it was about rich men. And she was saying, she don't want to waste nobody's time. Yeah. I thought that was on the same. I could have swore it was on the same. Let me go up. I think it's on the same one. Let me see something. I could have swore it's on this one too. on here?
You alleged too that Nicole Murphy had relations.
Oh, if you got a girlfriend that has her own eye, the plane.
Nicole Murphy?
I tried to, she said, Dean, and she, oh, if.
You alleged too that.
It's not. Where is this, y'all? Y'all, did y'all see that clip that I'm talking about? Where is it? I am really trying to find it. Where she was talking about dating rich men. And it can't be all the way by here. Because this is old stuff. It can't be by. It's not by here. No. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll find it. We have to come back to that. But y'all, let me pull this up about Mr. Denzel. So let me pull this up. We'll find that one. It's the one about it was in this interview with Carlos King, and she was saying how she only dates rich men, like the qualifications of the type of men that she dates. It's in the same interview. But we'll come back to it. I'll find it. But let me get this thing about child. Let me find this one. So look, Denzel Washington admits that he's done damage to his body over the years through drugs and alcohol. I shot dope, but I never got strung out. This right here, I was like, that's too much. No, I was like, that one is too much for me, no sir. No sir. Okay. He admits to doing drugs. He said he was doing dope, child. So, neighbors, get into this. Denzel Washington is open up about his past drug and alcohol use. Though Denzel makes it clear he never got addicted to any harsh vices, he admits that he is dibble and dabble into things over the years. Now, while speaking with Esquire magazine, Denzel, who is 69, shared that on his 70th birthday, he will be officially 10 years sober. Denzel says so when he was 60, he put it down. Denzel says throughout his career, he has done damage to his body by drinking wine frequently and occasionally shooting dope. But now that he's older, he's taking more care of his body so he can enjoy his old age. Things are opening up for me now, like being 70. It's real, and it's okay. This is the last chapter. If I get another 30, what do I want to do? My mother made it to 97. I'm doing the best I can. In an interview, Denzel explained how he became addicted to drinking wine. Wine is very tricky. It's very slow. It ain't like boom, all of a sudden, he said. I never got strung out on heroin, never got strung out on coke, never got strung out on hard drugs. I shot dope just like they shot dope, but I never got strung out. Denzel added, and I never got strung out on liquor. I had this idea of wine tastings and all that, which is what it was at first. And that's very subtle. I mean, I drank the best. Denzel says it wasn't until he got a wine cellar in his house that he realized that he might be addicted. I learned to drink the best. So I'm going to drink my 61s and my 82s and whatever we had. Wine was my thing. And now I was popping $4,000 bottles just because that is what was left. Despite his taste for expensive wine, Denzel made it clear that he never indulged while he was preparing for a role, saying, I never drank while I was working or preparing. I would clean up, go back to work. I could do both. However, many months of shooting, bang, it's time to go. Then boom, 3 months of wine, then time to go back to work. Glad he was able to kick the habit. What's your thoughts? So what they saying in the comments, child? Somebody said Denzel has hit that age where he just don't give a damn. Somebody else said, Denzel, please stop telling us all your skeletons. We love you as you is. Somebody else said he trying to tell all his business before they beat him to it. Somebody else says, Unc, is the Illuminati threatening you? We ride at dawn. Somebody else says, don't say nothing else, Unc. You good. Somebody said the first is to admit it. He definitely looked real comfy in Training Day, so I believe it. Somebody else said, when you say shot dope, what do you mean exactly? Dope. What other dope is there? Okay, he shot dope. He said he shot dope. You heard what he said. And I believe it because, in Hollywood, in the industry, there's a lot of parties and things. And they pass up in them echelons, they pass around that good dope. Okay, this ain't no fentanyl dope and none of that shit that y'all used to down in Kensington and all these other places. This is that pure dope. Okay, so you seen him in Training Day and you also saw him in American Gangster. Okay, he is used to that blue magic. All right, and in them upper echelons, child, they pass around dope, crack pipes and all that shit, needles and shit like it's bags of candy. All right, they have drug parties. They got that shit sitting in bowls. You come up in there, you don't leave for 2 or 3 days. Okay, you see Diddy. Okay, Diddy, he had the parties with all the lube and the baby oil and all of this. You think that Denzel, and I always wondered about Denzel Washington, right? He always gave this squeaky clean image, and I'm like, as long as he's been in Hollywood, he stayed with the same wife, a black man, real black man. And when he played these roles, he got that pimp, that walk, he got that bow-legged pigeon-toe walk. He's too comfortable in these roles. Okay, so it's not far-fetched and it's not too far of idea. I believe it. Okay, I believe he was on the heroin. I believe he was. He said he snorted a little coke. Okay, he said he smoked a little crack. Unc said he did a little bit of everything, but I'm like, Unc, that's just too much. Okay, what they saying in the comments? Shit, what they said in the comments. Michelle says, so basically Denzel is a functional crackhead, okay? C-Miles said, Cruise, Choose, Canadian Miss, and Coca-Cola for me. All right? Michelle shooting dope, that's what he said. Barbie said, right, too much. We good, Denzel. We don't want to know about you doing drugs and hanging out with Diddy. We good on that. Hey, Stormy, child. But you know what? That's what the people said. The people said, Unc, that's TMI. But, we had this image of Denzel. But I always said to myself, something is not, you just ain't, no, you've been in Hollywood all these years. Okay? You've been around a lot of people. You ain't just that good. You ain't just going to doing your job acting, and you ain't going to none of these parties. You ain't hanging around. You ain't got no dirty laundry. You ain't got no skeletons in your closet. So him saying that he did this and, he just didn't, he was a functional because he had the money. Let you not have had that money, okay? Let you have been like David Ruffin and you got a little low like on the Temptations and he had to sell that goddamn, he put that pink slip on that crack table. Denzel, you just had good roles. You just made a good living. You had the money. So, of course, you didn't feel like you were an addict or you were strung out because you had the money and the access. And when you are going to the Grammys and the Golden Globes and the Emmys and you're playing the best roles, and you're not going to feel like you are a crackhead. You're not going to feel like you are strung out. Okay? You shooting that on scene, you're on location for 3 months, and then after you're done, you're going away, you and your wife, your family, y'all on a island, you taking a private plane. You're not going to feel like a drug addict, but let your ass, got on hard times and you had been really like a character, you had to really live like them characters that you played. You would have been strung out just like everybody else. Because, honey, let me tell you about drugs. Drugs don't have no respect of persons. You are not above being addicted or being strung out, honey. It is because you had access, the type of drugs and the people you were around. Okay. If you were like an everyday person, you would have been strung out just like everybody else. Okay. I bet he was a cheater too. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Child, Seema said his poor wife. Child, his wife might have been right on down with it. Okay. You can't, some of these wives that you see just because they play this, this role of being the good wife, and you look submissive and you on the red carpet, you're looking pretty and all this, honey, you see how Whitney and Bobby used to do it, honey, when the lights is off, the cameras is off, honey, you don't know what these people are doing behind closed doors. So just because they be looking the part, she might have been right down shooting dope with him, child. Because a lot of times when you're with people and they doing drugs and in these relationships, people, they do them too. Now, I'm not saying this is just alleged. This is just gossiping. We just talking about what the post. I'm not saying that she did, or she didn't, but I'm just saying you can't never put it past. We don't know. We don't know what they was doing in there. A lot of them, those drugs, that partying and crack and coke and all that, a lot of times people like sex with that, so if he's, home with his wife, after being on location for 3 months and all that, they might have been getting it down with the get down. Okay. So child, we don't know what they was doing. Okay. We don't know, child. All right. Let me see. Let's check this one out about Simon and Portia. What is you around there doing to Portia, child? I mean, Portia, what is you around there doing to Simon? Okay, because Simon said you exposed his business. Where is it at? Right here. Ooh! Simon sues Portia for posting about erectile dysfunction during the heat of their online feud. Says his reputation in the bedroom is ruined. You done ruined me because you done told everybody I can't get it up. Now, Portia done messed around and landed herself in an RHOA courtroom. Her ex-boo, Simon, is out here suing her for allegedly running her mouth about Nigerian peen. Now, y'all know the neighborhood talk, they captions. It's the captions for me. So here's the tea. Simon claims that Portia hopped on her Instagram throwing shade about erectile dysfunction like she was hosting a PSA for #men's health awareness. Now, she didn't name drop him directly, but Simon says, come on now, sis, the timing ain't no coincidence. He's claiming that fans were out here connecting the dots and dragging his name through the mud over his alleged bedroom struggles. He's saying that Portia's comments weren't just messy, they were straight up disrespectful and damaging. Now his feelings are hurt, his reputation is in shambles, and he's tired of being the butt of everyone's jokes. He wants Portia to pay up for the outrageous drama that she stirred. Now, rewind real quick. Portia and Simon had a fairy tale wedding twice. First, there was a Nigerian style, then American, back in 2022. But that honeymoon phase hit the skids fast when Portia filed for divorce earlier this year. Ever since, it's been nothing but shade and scandal between these two. Stay tuned because this tea is still piping hot. So then let's look through the receipts. Wait, Portia Williams makes an interesting post about the cause and effects of erectile dysfunction. Anger, frustration, sadness, or lack of confidence. So she posted on her Instagram, #men's health awareness. Things you can do to help with erectile dysfunction. Lose weight if you're overweight. Stop smoking. Eat a healthy diet. Exercise daily. Try to reduce stress and anxiety. And then she put erectile dysfunction is impotence. Look at the pictures they use in the side. Look at this one. They got him looking like a real Nigerian. The narrative changed from imminent deportation and fleeing the country to Dubai to broke and selling luxury cars, waiting for the next narrative. Hashtag story keeps changing. The next narrative has arrived. Erectile dysfunction. Hashtag wife for the streets. This is what Simon posted. Wow. This railroad 265 day just does not get it. There are consequences for making inflammatory and defamatory statements. Inflammatory? Wait, is that the right word? Inflammatory? I don't know. That sounds like herpes or something. I know defamation. Is it inflammatory? Is that a word for this? I don't know. Hey, Nikki. Oh, Nikki about to catch a flight. I know that's right, girl. Catch that flight, honey. Get your coins together. You're going to need every dime to defend what's coming. A woman that has a history of coming from manhood of every ex, peddling the same old narrative and tricks. Unfortunately, you met the right one. Get your coins together. I'm coming. Look what he put. Erectile dysfunction. And he said, Simon with a message about erectile dysfunction. If I had ED, I would hope that my friends' family wouldn't use my condition as a source of entertainment. He says erectile dysfunction, also referred to as impotence, is a form of sexual dysfunction in males characterized by the persistent or recurrent inability to achieve or maintain a penile erection with sufficient rigidity and duration for satisfactory sexual activity. It is the most common sexual problem in males and can cause psychological distress due to its impact on self-image and sexual relationships. And then he put in his caption, I find the vilification and lack of empathy in our community for people with erectile dysfunction, also known as ED, okay, as extremely low vibrating and distasteful. There are real families dealing with the dilapidating, devastating effects to their quality. What? Oh, God. Somebody said, bro, come on my show. I don't know who that is. I can't see who's asking him to come on the show. And he said, how the hell my name get caught up in this? I don't know if you really got ED or not, but I got the best product in the world. It's all natural herbs and sea moss, your third leg. I don't know who this person is. I can't see who that is that sent that. And he sent back, dude, I also do not understand how you end up spending so much time on the phone with a married woman. I understand we may have differences in understanding on what is appropriate for a married person to engage in, but I get it. It's not for you to understand. If you believe I have ED, you unfortunately are intellectually incompetent as the person who put the narrative out there. Either way, my issue is not with you, but rather the one who thinks I'm a dumb African that can be taken advantage of. God be with you, brother. I wish you no harm. I don't know who that is that wants to interview him, but they said they got the cure for your ED. But the thing about it is, the people is saying that Simon, Portia didn't even mention your name. You went on a tangent, and you're the one that told the peoples that it's you that she's talking about. So what is they saying in the comments? They said, suing your wife for posting ED awareness and saying that it's ruining your reputation in the bedroom with other women is nasty work. I don't think they with him for that, no way. They just with him for the money. They didn't want the peen. So Portia, so the whole time you was, see, this is what gets me. Now, Portia was posting all of these photos, and he was buying luxury cars, and he was taking her on trips, and he was the rich African. So the whole time you wasn't getting no peen. What, he was just eating it the whole time? You was looking real comfortable over there, sis, like you was just so happy and it was just peaches and cream. So you wasn't creaming? Like, girl, what? Was he using toys? What was y'all doing? What do y'all think? She never said She never said he had it. She was sharing educational information. Somebody said she never said you, Simon. You stood up and raised your hand. No pun intended. You stood up, sir. Okay? This was the one and only time your ass stood up. He stood right. It's me. I got it. Bro, you're old. Everybody knows y'all got to pop a blue pill after age 40. Bah! That's not true. I'm going to snatch that comment back. That's not true. There's plenty of men that are over the age of 40 that can still get it up. So stop right there. Hey, princess. Stop right there. Somebody said he just got on a money grab. His reputation been in the dumps before Portia. Somebody said, but to be clear, she never said he suffered from it. Well, she didn't. She never said him. He just went out there on a tangent and he put his business out there. So what do you guys think in the comments? Should Portia be sued for inflammatory remarks? I thought it was defamation, defamatory. I did not know inflammatory. I'm thinking of inflammation. Is inflammatory a word? Please let me know. Do it go with that? Inflammatory. I don't know. I don't know about that one right there. Okay. Let me see. I want to jump to the Diddy one and then we just gonna scan the gram. Boom. Turning the tables. Attorney representing 120 alleged victims against Diddy is now being sued for an alleged assault by a former female client. Now, this man is so quick to represent all these people, but neighbors, the circus continues as one of the lawyers that is coming after Diddy has found himself in his own legal troubles. Tony Busby. It's the Busby for me. Nobody with the last name Busby is representing me. Who's representing 120 alleged victims against Diddy is being sued for assault. Now, according to this lawsuit, obtained by TMZ, of course, a former divorce client says that it all happened while Busby was still working on her case. A source says that Busby saw the woman in public and lashed out, chipping her tooth after pushing a champagne flute into her face. The woman claims that she can prove it all with her medical records and is currently listed as a Jane Doe. So I thought it was SA. Silly me. It is not SA. It is actual. He put the pause on the woman, okay? He said, I'm going to stick this flute up your face and I'm going to chip your tooth. Okay. Now she says she can prove it all with medical records, but he was defending her in a divorce. I mean, what? He was working on her case. So then he just saw her in public and he just assaulted her for what? She even goes as far as saying that Busby costed her millions after ruining her divorce case by alleged malpractice. That's crazy fiction, like really crazy, like ridiculously crazy. I would ask if the lawyer bringing this silly case is friends with a lawyer from the firm that bought the other extortion case. All of this will be exposed soon, Busby said. This doesn't make any sense. So I think this will probably be thrown out. Like, she's claiming that he chipped her tooth after lashing out in public at her. He pushed a champagne flute in her face. Oh, God. I don't think that this is going to materialize into anything because it just doesn't sound right. It just sounds weird. Somebody says, of course, who else would want to represent the diddler? He's not representing the diddler. This person is representing 120 alleged victims against Diddy. So this is not his attorney. And somebody said this shit is a show. It's a shit show. It really is. This is about to be just as messy as the YSL trial. Somebody else said free Diddy. Somebody trying hard to make Diddy seem innocent. Y'all know Diddy paid someone that knows this man. All of this is a strategy to get Diddy out of jail. It could be true, or this could be another tactic to help Diddy get off. Diddy played dirty. What you expect? I told y'all Diddy wasn't going to quit. He's too young and too hard of a fighter to give up. Diddy going to walk free, not just because of this. I just feel like he is. I'm like, to me, this just doesn't seem, it seems like it would get thrown out. I don't get it. So yeah, I don't think that's nah. Okay. Okay, let's see what we want. Let me see what I want to look at. Let's look at this other Diddy situation here. So, another bail attempt. Diddy says that the prosecutors edited the Cassie surveillance video to make him look dangerous. Says he never threw a vase at her, only the contents of the vase. So, I didn't throw the vase. I reached in the vase, pulled the shit out, and threw it at her. Yeah, okay. And they edited. So, they edited you stomping her out too. This is horrible. These photos, look how he just cold-cocked, just punched her in the face. Look how he's stomping on this girl. This is horrible. Stomped her out of his towel. Look at his, this is horrible. So Diddy has accused federal prosecutors of manipulating the evidence to make him seem more dangerous. How can somebody make you seem more dangerous? I'm just asking. His legal team claims that they altered the 2016 surveillance video that involved Cassie. They altered it to mislead the court, okay? Ahead of his bail hearing on Friday, Diddy's attorneys argued that prosecutors rearranged the events in the video to strengthen their claims. They assert the government has access to the full unedited footage, but intentionally presented a modified version to support their narrative. Diddy denies the prosecutors' claims that the video shows coercion or sex trafficking. Instead, he says it depicts a domestic dispute where he was trying to recover his phone and clothes. He also refutes allegations of dragging Cassie down a hallway or throwing a vase at her, stating that he only threw the contents of the vase. Describing the video as a sad glimpse into a decade-long consensual relationship, Diddy's team argues that it does not prove any criminal activity. They accuse prosecutors of exaggerating the situation to persuade the judge to deny bail and keep him in custody before the trial. Now, before I read these comments, I just want to say this. He has been saying this entire time that they are denying him bail unfairly. But what I want to draw people's attention to, sir, when you were about to get arrested, you were in a hotel doing drugs, okay? You also attempted, they feel like you could attempt to flee, that you are a flight risk, okay? You knew that you were going to be taken in custody. They knew this months before. So the fact that they were able to find drugs in a hotel means that you didn't care nothing about being arrested. You was trying to get that shit in, do as much drugs as you could do before your ass got locked up, okay? And they knew that that's what you would be up to. So, sir, you made yourself look bad. Them finding all that baby oil made you look bad. This video of you stomping Cassie out made you look bad. All the victims and all the shit that you've been doing over the years made you look bad. You, sir, made yourself look bad. That's a typical abuser, typical narcissist. It's never them. It's everybody else around them. Even when I see you doing what you're doing, even though I know I'm doing what I'm doing, forget all that. Fuck all that. I want to get out. I want you to do what I want you to do. This man is not remorseful. He has no accountability. I don't believe that for 1 minute he is sorry or about anything that he has done. He is sorry that he's caught and that he is in the situation that he is in. And he is so used to his money, his power, his prestige getting him out of things that he cannot believe that no one is buying it this time. He cannot believe that he's still in jail. Okay? He feels that he's better than that. Right? This speaks to his arrogance. Okay? So the courts, the judges, all the people, the powers that be, they're not going for it. They're going to make you hold yourself accountable, sir. That's what they're going to do. So the comments is saying him and accountability do not fuck with each other. That's the comment right there. You worried about the wrong shit. They editing the kick too. So that's what I'm saying. So you picked your foot up and stomped her out. That's edited. Cocking back your arm and punching her in the face. That's edited. Yeah, I just reached my hand in the vase and threw the contents of the... Sir. Again, it's the arrogance. Don't look at what I'm doing on this tape. Just let me out. It's sad and it's a shame. Okay? Exactly. Do not hit people, period. Nikki says, facts. He's doing this in a bathrobe in a very public space. He's trash. Barbie says the best he can do is to be quiet, plead guilty, and do your time until you Epstein out of here. Michelle says that man ain't getting out. He ain't getting out. Okay? They got your ass, honey. All I want to know is, the real tea is, who did he piss off? This man been doing this shit for years. Who did you piss off in the Illuminati? What did you not do? You did not do something, because I'm going to show you this. I want you to remember. I want y'all to draw y'all attention. Okay? I want you to bring it back. I want you to bring your attention back to this.
Because, he's not intimidated by youth, you know what I'm saying? He knows the importance of leaving a legacy behind. We need more adults out there that's going to teach the young, such as myself, and, basically leave a legacy behind, leave something behind,
And Andre, tell me a little bit about, if you didn't know, that Andre Harrell over here in the middle, and people have been talking about you, I've been reading about you in the New York Times, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out here that hadn't heard from you before, but then saw that article in the Times and said, okay, this young man's doing something. Because, this guy always asks me, what's my age? So you want to know what everybody's doing, how old they are. Andre, what's happening? Tell me about the new ventures that are going on at MCA.
Well, what we did, we just made a vertically integrated deal, which means that we do film, television, and records. And what we are able to do now is take our record stars and cross them into television and film, like a Heavy D. He'll have a television show next year and a film the following year.
All right. Andre Harrell, Puff Daddy. See y'all in a minute.
Peace.
Around the age of 16, 17, I started dancing, going to the various clubs, and that was during the time when somebody, a big artist like Diana Ross, Fine Young Cannibals, or even Michael Jackson had a video, the directors would come into the clubs and see all the kids that were dancing and pick various dancers to be in the video. So I got picked to be in some of those videos. And as I was dancing in videos and stuff like that, I would see the behind the scenes. And I didn't know, I was about to go to college, Howard University, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I saw the people behind the scenes, and I was like, that's maybe something that I wanted to do. So I started asking questions and getting information on the music industry, because I know music was an important part of my life, to the point whereas I was always dancing, and I had aspirations to maybe be a rapper or something like that, but I didn't know where I was going to go with it.
You said behind the scenes, you saw that and you said, hey, the people working behind the scenes, you saw them and says, I can do that.
Yeah, it interests me. Instead of just looking at the rapper or the performer, my eyes kind of wandered to the people that were on the telephones and the people that were telling the performers which way they should go, and the people in the suits, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's another thing that interests my eye, besides just looking at the rap and saying, okay, one day I want to be Heavy D, one day I want to be LL Cool J. I was kind of looking okay, one day I want to be like Russell Simmons, or I want to be like Berry Gordy or Quincy Jones.
You want to be beyond just an artist. You want to be the person in control.
Yes, yeah.
And at 23, you're close to it.
Yeah. So I mean, as I had sort of behind the scenes, I had asked around, and then I was just like, I just want to do whatever I have to do to learn. So I started going to people saying I just wanted to intern for them. First, I went to Rush, and they didn't really have no room. That's Russell Simmons' company. And then finally, a friend of mine, Heavy D, was on a label called Uptown Records. With the owner of that was Andre Harrell, and so he hooked up a meeting with me and Andre Harrell, and I just basically asked if I was told him I'd do anything, I'd work for free. But the catch was that I was in school, I was in college at Howard University in DC, and they said that I could work for 2 days, Thursday and Friday. So I had to take the train, I had to leave school. So
Marie working with Diddy.
You know, personally, I've got to tell you, he really is a major star in this film tonight. He's a spokesman all the way through. I met him before I ever knew of him. I met him when he was 21 years old. And when we met, you know, he played me Craig Mack Flavor in Your Ear. He played me 3 cuts from the forthcoming Notorious B.I.G. album. And we talked for hours and hours about music, and I bought into his dream. And I financed Bad Boy Records. And we had an incredible run, an incredible period with all the artists that are touring, you know, from Mace and him, and obviously the great legacy of Biggie, and, you know, Faith and 112, so that the total, I don't want to leave anybody out, but, you know, we shared conventions and conferences and rallies together, and to see him, you know, the time that Whitney died, that night when we were at, you know, my Grammy party, and it was Puffy. It really was Puffy, Diddy, all Puffy, of the, and for him to so articulately sum why we were there together, why the party had to go on, why the musical community had to be joined.
He said why the party had to go on. Okay? Diddy stood before everybody at Clive Davis's Grammy party and was the one that gave the speech of why we're all there, why we're all here, why Whitney is dead in the tub, why the party must all still go on. Diddy. The show must go on.
Together, very touching, very special. In fact, and he coined the title, really, because right at the beginning of the film, he says, you know, this is not just the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. He said, this is the soundtrack of our life. And the film has 135 music cues with songs that everybody knows. So it's quite a musical venture.
I can't wait to see it. Thank you.
Now, it's interesting that Diddy, like I said, okay, all of the people that he's been around, you know, the Clive Davis, the Andre Harrells, you know, all of the people that what's the other guy? Oh God, what's that other guy's name? Oh God, there's another one. I can't think of his name right now. But, you know, all the people that he's been around that actually groomed him at the age, you know, that he was starting out. You see him, he said he was going back and forth from college. And, you know, he was a young guy, like in his early 20s. And you gave him this position, you know, like he started as an intern, then he's an A&R, then he's a big ass executive, you know. And then he took Andre Harrell's position. See, Andre Harrell was under Clive, and then here comes Diddy, okay? And he gets groomed by Andre Harrell, who then passes him over to Clive, okay? And then he takes Andre Harrell's job, okay? As everything is now, Andre Harrell's dead, and Clive doesn't know Diddy. I haven't seen Clive Davis come out and speak for Diddy, speak on behalf of Diddy, with anything that he's going through. Matter of fact, the only person that I see right now is Meek Mill. Now, I want y'all to check this out. I mean, I can't, I'm telling you, look. Child, Meek, he said, they are setting black men up for just stories or something shit he said. Let me see. Yeah, the only person that seemed like they saying anything on Diddy's behalf, honey, is Meek Mill. Where's it at? I was like, oh, really, Meek? Okay. It might be on the Shade Room. The one I saw. Meek shows his support to Diddy. They putting black men in jail off stories. They putting black men in jail off stories. I wish Puff well. He's a black man. I hope he didn't do most of that shit they saying he did. Why y'all so scared to talk? Y'all must got shit in the closet. My past, the streets. It's nothing to hide. Meek, you still trying to... Meek.
Real life shit, nigga. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard? Talk that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek. Yeah, y'all already know I was playing out this motherfucker. This real life. Real life shit, nigga. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard? Talk that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek. Yeah, y'all already know I was playing out this motherfucker. This real life. Real life shit, nigga. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard? Talk that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek. Yeah, y'all already know I was playing out this motherfucker. This real life. Real life shit, nigga. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard? Talk that shit, Meek.
So I don't even know if that's what it sound like he said. It says, they saying he said no Diddy gang in real life, don't ever disrespect me. I don't know if that's what he said. I'm not sure if that's what he said. I mean, he is saying don't ever disrespect me, but I don't know if he said no Diddy gang in real life, because he just said, they putting black men in jail off stories. I wish Puff well. But, we all know why Meek Mill is saying this, because of the allegations, of the so-called, photos, videos, or whatever, that it could possibly, he has some type of Diddy, no Diddy, that whole Diddy, what they trying to say, child, that he Diddied it up, he took the Diddy. He Diddy bopped it. I have to watch what I say when I laugh. But we all know what Meek is trying to do. He's trying to deflect, okay? What do y'all think in the comments? Do you think that Diddy played in Meek's cocktail? But see, Meek is from Philly. He always trying to give that, but he just look at him.
Yeah, Meek. Yeah, y'all already know I was playing out this motherfucker. This real life. Real life shit, nigga. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard? Talk that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek. Yeah, y'all already know I was playing out this motherfucker. This real life. Real life shit, nigga. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard? Talk that shit, Meek.
So I think he said no Diddy gang in real life. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But he always kind of just looks like he's trying to be a thug. Now, I know he got the whole dirt bike persona and he from Philly and he always want to be seen in the neighborhood stores and being in a poppy store and all this and that. But like where he's at right now, I know exactly where he is right now. He's in North Philly. He's always showing him being in his neighborhood or other neighborhoods that, you know what I'm saying, where it go down at, bad neighborhoods. But he doesn't, this is why a lot of these rappers get caught out there, because you don't really have no business being down there. You just want to be seen down there so you can do what you're doing, make a video, post it to try, oh yeah, I can go to any hood. I'm still respected in the hood. But see, these people is starving down there. They will rob your ass. They will rob your ass in a minute. C-Mons, yeah, he still drop music, from time to time, but he ain't got no business being down there. It's no reason for you to be in the hood. You a millionaire. You ain't got to be seen. You are, if you did this, what you say you did in the streets, then it should speak for itself. Your reputation is solidified. You don't have to prove nothing. You know what I'm saying? The streets in Philly, they fuck with me. So he really doesn't have nothing to prove to Philadelphia. He has done all he can do for Philadelphia. Put them on the map as far as rapping goes. He's done all of that. He don't have shit to prove. But see, that's the black man's ego, always wanting to prove that he's a thug. This thug persona, it's time to drop that shit. You don't have nothing to prove. You're a millionaire. They will rob you, take everything you got. These people down there, they are hungry. All right, let's see. But I don't know. A lot of people seem to think that there is something, Now here it is right here. Look, Meek Mill seemingly asked for help from PR people amid being attached to Diddy news, despite previously bragging about not hiring PR. Just think about it. You are waking up to a bunch of non-black owned publications posting major lies about me. Where all the PR people go that was around me? Everybody see what's going on. I'm not going to be quiet. It's war on black men. I think that's why I never hired a PR person. LOL. The times of the manipulators coming to an end. 2024 from computers. The Great Awakening. Well, this is because Elon Musk posted on Twitter, public relations is a propaganda word for propaganda. So he was trying to say, this is why he never had a PR person. But then, leave it up to the internet. They gonna remind you of the shit that you said, honey. Now, that didn't age well. So it's fast forward. He's saying, listen, I'm attached to Diddy. Like I just said in my previous commentary, he's trying to, remove himself from this stigma because everybody's saying that he diddied it. Okay. That Diddy diddied him. The diddler played in the Diddy. Okay. Played in his Diddy bop. All right. And he wants to distance himself from that. So now he's saying, where's everybody that was around me? I need some PR people around me to make this shit go away. Because no matter what I'm doing, riding up and down the street on motorbikes, you know what I'm saying? Posting this shit with sand on my face, acting like I'm somewhere, I'm in and out the country with bitches and all this and that. It's still not working. They are still saying that Diddy played in my Diddy. So where are the PR people? I need y'all help. Help me. I need your help. They saying he played in my Diddy. Nothing I'm doing is working. The people are still saying it. It's just because of the way Meek looks. I'm telling you. No matter how many cornrows he puts in his hair, how long he grow this beard and this mustache, no matter what he does, he just has that look about him. Exactly. Stop responding, but he won't. He will not stay off of social media. Oh my goodness. They said, Meek, we don't believe you. We believe that he played in Yo Diddy, okay? We believe it. Sheesh. Diddy, the diddler. Why they got Diddy looking like an alien? Why? Is this his mugshot? Diddy faces 2 new lawsuits from a woman who claims he forced her to give him and his crew head, and a man who claims he woke up to Diddy painfully inserting his anus. What? No, he woke up to him playing in his anus. How could somebody painfully insert an anus? You can't insert an anus into an anus. You mean you woke up to Diddy diddling in your behind. That's what you mean. So Diddy's facing 2 new lawsuits for alleged sexual assaults, one involving a woman and the other a man, both claiming that they were drugged. Diddy denies, of course, he denied. According to TMZ, in the first case, it was a Maryland woman. She says that she was 18 in 2001 when Diddy assaulted her outside a Halloween party in New York. She claims his security team took her to a limo where Diddy and 6 others were waiting. After being handed a drink that made her dizzy, she says she was forced to give head to Diddy and his crew before being allowed to leave. In the second case, a Florida man says that he was at a Miami after party when he believes he was drugged. He alleges that he woke up with pain in his rectum and saw a fully erect Diddy attempting to insert his anus. He says he later woke up naked and was given his clothes and escorted out. Both are suing for damages, but Diddy's lawyers call the claims false and say the lawsuits are attempts to extort him. Before I say what I think, let me just see. Somebody said, is it me or am I the only one that thinks a lot of this shit is bullshit? Somebody says, can y'all stop scaring me with this mugshot? That's what I'm saying, because this looks like an alien. He looked like a reptilian. That forehead is, I ain't never realized his forehead was that goddamn big. This got to be airbrushed. This has got to be AI or something. This is a horrible picture. Is this recent? Why do he look swollen in the forehead? This is a horrible picture. He looked like one of them UFOs, one of them UAPs, them biologics. Okay, he looked like one of them biologics that they done found and they are doing tests on Area 51. I don't like that. This right here, this looks airbrushed to me. I'm sorry. This got to be AI. This is not Diddy. That's not Diddy. That's a clone, or that's not Diddy. If that's his mugshot, that's somebody else in that prison. That is not Diddy. I'm sorry, y'all. That's not Diddy. I'm serious. That's not Diddy, y'all. That don't look like him at all. I'm sorry. Y'all, that's not Diddy. They got somebody else in that jail. But this man said that he woke up to somebody painfully inserting something in his anus. And the woman, she said, now see, this is sick. This is the sick part. How much sex do you need, sir? How much sex do you need? How many people has this man assaulted from the 90s to the 2000s and beyond? How many people are going to come out with this same narrative that you drug them and then you played around in they behind? I mean, it is disgusting. It is just the arrogance for me. I'm telling you, he learned it from Andre and Clive. They gave him the keys and said, run with it. That was back when he was really coming up. They said, have your way. And that's what he's been used to doing. Have your way. But the fact that you drugged this girl and then made her perform on all of your crew, and then she was allowed to leave. Didn't give her no money, didn't give her nothing. Just do this and leave. But you are handed a drink. Now, I got to play devil's advocate. You're handed a drink. It's just you. You're escorted back to a limo where there's 5 or 6 other guys. You're handed a drink that made you feel dizzy. After you drunk it, you felt dizzy. You still stayed. You didn't try to get out, leave. Oh no, I'm not feeling right. Let me get out of this situation. Let me leave. I guess maybe you didn't have enough time. Once it kicked in, you just found yourself on your knees sucking D. I mean, they made you suck everybody's peen, and then he said after you did that, you're free to go. So if you were drugged, I mean, how do you remember that you sucked all these peens? I'm just trying to put it together. And how did it go? You know, did you black out once it kicked in? Like, how are you aware that you sucked everybody's peen and then you was put out the vehicle? You know, I mean, I'm not saying that it didn't happen though. You know what I'm saying? I believe it probably did happen because it seems like this is just the same damn story, the same damn narrative. Diddy was drugging people and having his way. And this is something that he was allowed to do. And this is what I'm saying. He was doing this year in and year out, year after year after year after year. His entire career, he was just a monster and he was allowed to do it. I'm saying he pissed somebody off, something he didn't do. He would contract the blood sacrifice. I don't know, but it's giving he didn't do something, piss somebody off, and now the powers that be, they like, no. We exposing all your dirty deeds. Your time is up. Because this is a lot of people that are just coming out, one after another. You see the attorney, he got 120 people. Now, here go 2 more people. I mean, how much sex did this man have? Like, your dick is not raw at this point. From just shoving it up people's ass, jerking off. Like, your damn peen is not raw. You don't have rug burns on that thing. That's a lot of friction just every night, night in, night out. Like, how many times can you touch on that thing? Like, that's a lot. The average man, if he was having sex with women, men, or whatever, day in and day out, night in and night out, that's a lot of friction on your pee. The skin got to be raw or rubbing off or at this point. That's a lot of sex to be having. But again, that's probably all hyped up off these drugs. Like Denzel was saying, he shot the dope. Everybody, they shot the dope. I shot the dope. They smoked the crack. I smoked the crack. That's what they do at these parties. What was the girl? Corinne Steffens. She said, she was given. And, she went there willingly, and you choose what pill you want to be on. Okay. And she said, it's a lot. It's very intense. This whole exchange, this whole experience is very intense. You take a drug, you take a pill, you take whatever party favor you're doing, and you are in there, okay? And you ain't leaving there until every desire, every nasty little whim is experienced. And then you go on about your business, honey. I mean, it must have been a lot going on if you have to give people vitamins. You got to hook them up to IVs and give people vitamin packs. You have to give them a whole goddamn B12 panel to get them back hydrated and whatever they done exerted any kind of vitamins and energy they done exerted, you're going to hook them up to an IV and give them these fluids before they leave. That's a lot. That's saying that that's a lot going on. That's a lot of activity. And like I said before, who was over there giving these IVs? Because they didn't say injections. They said he would hook people up to IVs and run the IVs, the vitamins and everything. You would have to take that before you leave. So that means there was either nurses or phlebotomists or somebody on site at his house, mansions, wherever they would be, that was administering these, hooking these people up. You have to run a vein. You got to run that. That's not just some, you have to physically run a line, into a vein. So an artery, I mean, that's a lot. So yeah, that's a lot of sex. You're dehydrated. That's a lot. That is a lot to be going through. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Diddy. How is Diddy going to get? Diddy's not going to have any money left by the time this is all over with. They also said his children, it looks like the kids or the family was spotted outside of the courthouse in support for their dad. I don't know why people were surprised by that. Okay, because that's their dad. Regardless to whatever it is that he did, that's still their dad.
Quincy, are you hopeful that today your dad will be released? Do you feel like today might be that day? Miss Combs, how are you doing today? Quincy, are you hopeful that today your dad will be released? Do you feel like today might be that day? Miss Combs, how are you doing today?
What is y'all thinking about this? What is y'all thinking? What is y'all thinking about the Combs family? Diddy's kids show up for him. I mean, what else is they supposed to do? What else they supposed to do? It's his bail hearing. They hoping that their dad gets out of jail. Y'all got to realize that's still their dad no matter what. I'm pretty sure they knew that their dad was a monster. I'm pretty sure they was around when he was kicking Cassie's ass. You know what I'm saying? Quincy looks a mess with that blonde hair though. I don't know what he's trying to, what that's all about, but yeah, it's not giving. I'm not liking the blonde hair. But what is they saying? I know they tired of going up there for nothing. The judge is not letting up on Diddy. Wendy Williams would have been eating this up. No shade. They only get one dad. Y'all need to get out these kids' faces and stop judging for supporting their father, whether it's good or bad. Janice needs to let that blonde wig go. Damn. I mean, I was wondering, like, what? She's short. I didn't realize that she was that short, and she couldn't have put on a better wig than that. That wig was horrible.
Quincy, are you hopeful that today your dad will be released? Do you feel like today might be that day?
Okay, did you see that twin right here, this twin right here? Honey, she had to fight back a laugh. It's her laughing for me. Like she was holding back a laugh. Do you think we're going to be released? She laughed at that like, no. Shit, she had to fight back, hold back from laughing. And then look at Janice coming back. What the hell do Janice got on?
Miss Combs.
Janice, what is that? Now you are a millionaire. You are a millionaire because everything is in your name. You know you could have did better with that. That wig looks matted. And what kind of shoe? What is that? Are those rain boots or cowboy boots or what? What is she wearing?
Moms, how are you doing today?
What is that? What? She could have did better than that. She look real old. She is aging bad. Okay? She is not aging gracefully. Look at Justin. Justin looking like a pastor. I mean, it's nothing. And Christian back there looking like David Ruffin. I mean, it don't matter what y'all do. They are not letting him out. And they ain't doing nothing but following in their father's footsteps because all they like to do is party. They've seen it. They've been around it. They know exactly what it gives. They know their dad be taking them trips over there to islands and what he be doing. You know what I mean? The girls know, the dad, the girls know, the sons know. They know all about their dad. But I don't know why she had that wig on. That wig looked like a bird's nest. And then these black women kill me with that color. Black women know they love that red, that blonde, reddish, strawberry blonde. They know they love that color, child. She is holding on to that wig, that look. I didn't know she was that short.
Quincy, are you hopeful that today your dad will be released? Do you feel like today might be that day?
Look at the laugh right there, honey. She had I don't know which one that was, and I don't know who told them to dress alike. See, they all trying to come in there. Quincy looks like, I don't know why he got Cisco. I don't know what inspired that look. Chris Brown, I don't know. But the girls, they are matching. They are wearing the same. And then they got the other daughter in there. That's the one from the other baby mama. That's the three of them, the Combs sisters. They're always posting on the internet together. That's one thing I will say about them. They stick together, as they should. They're all siblings. You never see a rivalry or anything. They all eating good. You know what I'm saying? As they should be. But why would they dress alike? I guess they trying to look like good girls, twins. They dressing alike. I don't know. But they gotta stop doing that. Y'all need to get your own separate image. You're getting too old to be dressing alike. It probably was a publicity stunt in this instance, but I see them on social media a lot, dressed the same, doing the same thing. They need to go ahead and break away from that, break away from each other and do their own thing. Princess said, not too much on the blonde. Girl, you wear it well. But my black sisters, y'all love that strawberry blonde, girl. Especially older women. Y'all, you know what it's giving, princess. Back in the day, honey, that was our color. Y'all couldn't hey, I wore me old nasty piece of blonde too. Couldn't tell me I wasn't Mary J. Blige, girl. Y'all remember, oh my God, I am telling my age. Y'all remember back in the day, ooh, I got to put myself on the camera for this one. Y'all remember back in the day how we used to, when we used to wear our hair, the ponytails, and we would put, a piece on. Y'all remember how we would take the rods, the ones that you do like a rod set with, and we would roll it up and then put it in the microwave. We would put the mousse and everything on the hair and roll it up with the rollers and then let it dry and cook in the microwave and then wrap it around there and then pull out. You had your rod set. Was I the only one that did that, child? Honey, they used to come to me. My relatives used to come. Give me old nasty piece of ponytail shine. You still do that? I will still do that, child. Yes, Princess be rocking that gold, child. That blonde. But do y'all remember that? I used to, in a minute, I would get the little tracks and put you some mousse and do a little wet set. Honey, roll them things up on the rods, put it in the microwave. Instant curls. And them curls be curling. Okay, them things would stay all week. And I mean tight. But then they really start looking good once they start hanging. That's the best, when they hang down. Nikki says, "Show did." Okay. Okay, girl. Let's see what else. Let me jump on over there to the shade room and see what is given on the shade room. Let's see. Let's see what the shade room got going on. Oh, they still talking about the erectile dysfunction. Oh, Lord. A Florida man arrested after allegedly plotting to bomb the New York Stock Exchange before Thanksgiving. A Florida man named Haran Abdul Malik Yenner, 30 years old, was arrested on November 20th for allegedly planning to plant a bomb in New York City before Thanksgiving. The FBI began investigating the man back in February after receiving tips about his alleged plan. Do they got a picture of this man? Oh, I don't know. Oh, you got to click the link in the bio. Oh, child, leave us alone. Let us get to Black Friday. Let us get to things. Let us eat our turkey and our goddamn mac and cheese and greens. And some of us want to eat chitlins. Lord, can we just get through 2024? Oh, y'all, over 165,000 pounds of ground beef has been recalled nationwide due to possible E. coli. Over 160,000 pounds. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, Wolverine Packing Company, a Detroit-based company, is recalling 167,277 pounds of fresh and frozen ground beef. The affected products have a use-by date of November 14th of 2024, while the frozen items are marked with a production date of October 22nd. The issue came to light after the Minnesota Department of Agriculture linked several illnesses to the consumption of ground beef. I don't eat ground beef. I eat ground turkey. Okay. I'm not saying that it's, that it can't have an outbreak too, but I do not do the ground beef. It's, it's too much fat, too much. I try to, limit my intake, because I'm already a big girl. But I have not, I still do a little bit of steak here and there, but I don't eat pork. I try not to eat a lot of beef. If I do, it's steak, but never ground beef. But I eat ground turkey. I eat a lot of fish, chicken, and turkey products. Yeah. They said at this point, just recall the grocery store, child. And somebody said, who still eats ground beef? Somebody said, I can't wait for these student loans to get contaminated with E. coli. Somebody says 5 years clean of not eating meat. Somebody says, looks like I'm eating nothing for Thanksgiving. I'll just be thankful instead. Food in America is basically poison. I did see an article the other day about, hormones, like different things that they've found in meat. Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, why? So apparently,
my favorite Korean barbecue spot. I come here all the time. But I had to
hold up.
Bring my own seasoning. I don't play about my seasoning. This is the game changer. But I don't think anybody comes to Korean barbecue and brings their own seasoning. We about to get busy. See how it goes. I'm at my favorite Korean barbecue spot. I come here all the time. But I had to bring my own seasoning. I don't play about my seasoning. This is the game changer. But I don't think anybody comes to Korean barbecue and brings their own seasoning. We about to get busy. See how it goes. I'm at my favorite Korean...
don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't bring seasoning to, especially to something like that looks something like hibachi, where they cook everything right there for you. The point of going to the Korean restaurant is for the taste of the Korean food. If you're going to put adobo and Lowry's on it, it's not going to have that same flavor. I get it that, some people do that. But in my opinion, it's not going to get, because adobo, that's like Hispanic, like that's like Puerto Rican, like that type of seasoning. So if you're going to mix that with the Lowry's, yeah, we use that. I use that on fried chicken, but I don't think the Korean hibachi taste, I don't want adobo on that. What you think about that, y'all? What y'all saying about that? I so love eating veggies, the best, but won't force it on anyone. Oh, I didn't see the child contacting the bird flu. I got to check on that. But what do you guys think about the hibachi? Would you season that with adobo? No, that's a Latin flavor, adobo. That's rice and beans, the cilantro, the sazon packet, that little orange packet. I will definitely put that on I'll fry me some little chicken wings with it. Hard, crispy chicken wings. But I'm definitely not using that on hibachi Korean. I think, you got the soy sauce flavor. No. Miss me? Nope. Miss me with that one. Nope. I'm done with these celebrities trying to act like they round the way fillets, that they still do things. No. Nope. No. You got too many seasonings going on. You're at the hibachi grill. You know what I'm saying? That needs to taste like hibachi. No. I'm sorry. You missed me. You lost me with that one. All right. Let's see. What we got going on? Yo. Ice Spice.
Very early the next day, which was unexpected but fun. Oh my god, I was feeding monkeys and all types of things. Honestly terrifying, but the baby tiger was so cute. I was obsessed. Then the zoo owner wanted me to meet this footballer. Oh my god, I'm so awkward, but he was really nice. That was cool. I ended up feeding a bear, which he started moving too much for my liking, so I panicked. This sloth started grabbing my butt with its feet. Playing tug of war with a lion was dumb funny. Very early the next day, which was unexpected but fun. Oh my god, I was feeding monkeys and all types of things. Honestly terrifying, but the baby tiger was so cute. I was obsessed. Then the zoo owner wanted me to meet this footballer. Oh my god, I'm so awkward, but he was really nice. That was cool. I ended up feeding a bear, which he started moving too much for my liking, so I panicked. This sloth started grabbing my butt with its feet. Playing tug of war with a lion was dumb funny. Very early the next day.
I'm sorry, but what is going on with Ice Spice? What's going on with Ice Spice? Yeah, it is Ghetto Princess, but it seems like, when they go over to these other countries, I don't understand that. Like, why would people in Saudi Arabia care about Ice Spice? See, this is why y'all can't tell me that this isn't Illuminati teas. Why do you care about an Ice Spice? It used to I'm so my fatty. I'm baddie. I'm shaking my fatty. Like she's not a J-Lo or a Beyonce or a Tina Turner or you know what I mean, like an icon of Janet Jackson or something. She's Ice Spice. Why would a sheikh or somebody want to meet her? I don't understand that. And also, what is going on with her? Like, see, this is why you say don't do drugs. This is just say no. I'm not, I hear a lot of people saying Ozempic and all of this. No, this is too much partying. This is looking like, to me, allegedly, gotta say it, but this just looks like too much snow, white girl. I'm just saying, because honey, the neck, it's just, she's not wearing it well. She came in this game shaking a fatty, being thick. I understand people might want to lose weight, but this is something different. This is not Ozempic. This is not losing weight. This is too much partying, being on tour, drinking and drugging. That's what this is. And by her being light skinned, it's showing. This is not cute. She needs to gain some weight back. And I'm not body shaming or anything like that, but you can clearly look at yourself in the mirror, girl, and see that you are losing too much weight. They need to either get her some rest, let her take a break, because she looks horrible. Princess says she said football player. Like, I'm like, why would the fuck? They got the young football player, they got the Ice Spice over there entertaining sheiks. They're not even the age bracket. Like, what are they saying in the comments, Jill? She has the personality of an unsweetened granola bar. They said how she feeding animals before her own friend. The internet is a mean place for no reason. No, it's not a mean place. This is being honest. See, that's what y'all do. Like, we can't say anything anymore. Everything is, oh, you're shaming. Oh, yeah. No, this is true. She's skinny. She looks horrible. Damn, her neck looked like you could grab it and sling it so easily. The most clothes she's ever worn. I hope her mental health can handle the amount of bullying that's in these comments. Why are people on the internet so mean for no reason? Stop it. Stop it. You know damn well when you look at Ice Spice, you see that this girl don't look the same. That there is something going on in her team, the people around her. They need to get her some weight, she need to see a nutritionist or something. She is too thin. This is too much. Too much. Shorty almost got set up in an arranged marriage. She's looking very boring. What happened to show her panty? Her decline should be studied. She's about as exciting as a wet bench in a park waiting to dry. I straight up forgot about her. Ice done dropped the spice and picked up kosher. Child, I don't understand. Like, it's giving she needs some help.
Day, which was unexpected but fun. Oh my god, I was feeding monkeys and all types of things. Honestly terrifying, but the baby tiger was so cute. I was obsessed. Then the zoo owner wanted me to meet this footballer. Oh my god, I'm so awkward, but he was really nice. That was cool. I ended up feeding a bear.
Footballer. Look at that. Look at her head. Her head was never that. Look at her head. She's too skinny. There's something going on. There is definitely something going on here. And y'all can play this old body shame and shit all you want to, but I'm going to tell the truth. Honey, she needs to slow down. She needs to get hydrated. She needs to eat, needs to get some rest, get off tour, whatever it is. The party lifestyle, I don't know, but she's losing too much weight. And we just saying what we see. Okay, that's not body shaming. We're saying what we see. This is not the same person. It was nothing wrong with her weight. I don't feel like she needed to lose any weight. I really don't. I don't know. I mean, what y'all think? These clowns crazy, as Fook said. I agree with you. Sweet Pea, Ice Spice need to eat and gain some weight back. She really does. And then, yeah, Princess, she said footballer. She met this footballer. Yeah, that ain't looking right to me. I'm sorry. Just not. What else we got going on? Look at Simon. What? That's not that can't. I know that's not him. Wait a minute. Is that Santana? That's Simon? What is this? Creating a space of healing requires mental grit and toughness. Sometimes insulation is all that you need to drown out the noise. Happy Friday. Wait a minute. Wait, what? I thought this was Santana, y'all. No, he not. What is this? Will somebody come look at this? What is this? Are these supposed to be bubbles? What? Not him at a trampoline park. Is this where he done jumped in some damn balls? What is this supposed to be? And then he airbrushed the picture. You airbrushed yourself, sir, to look like Santana. I'm done with you. I am done with you. Creating a space of healing. This is not mental grit and toughness. This look like you trying to soften up your appearance. Then he got the veneers, made sure the teeth was nice and white with these plastic ass balls. What is going on, Simon? Boy. No. They said he's in his soft girl era. He looking like Saucy Santana. Somebody said, why did he put that Nene Leakes filter on his face? Somebody said, laughing my ass off. I thought this was Santana. Girl, bye. And take that damn filter off. Not Simon looking like a beauty influencer. No disrespect, but the 50 plus community be taking this AI stuff too far. Somebody said, baby, I thought this was Saucy Santana. Everybody's saying it. It's giving Saucy Santana without a beard. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, wrapped in plastic. This isn't giving what he thinks is giving. Why does he look like a stud? Simon said he is done with Portia. Portia has damaged him. Portia talking about his ED. He said, I'm about to jump in some goddamn bubbles. This is, what is this, a bubble bath? What are you doing, Simon? Creating a space of healing requires mental grit and toughness. Sometimes insulation is all that you need to drown out the noise. Happy Friday. Yeah, that's insulation, all right. He need to cut his shit now. Oh, God. Donald Trump's hush money sentencing postponed indefinitely. Yeah, probably. I don't even. Nope. We ain't talking about. We're not talking about Orange Man, honey. And it is this old ass man. It's this. I cannot play that, honey. You're going to get me strike. You're going to get me a copyright claim. I can't play the music. But she posted this, honey. Oh, shit. So Megan Good posted this, and Richard Dawson said, my God. Okay. So apparently, he is done with Tina, and he probably want Tina to go off, but he better be careful because Tina is from the Bayou. Honey, she will... Okay, she from that Louisiana. Don't make her Creole you now. Okay? But he is trying to get his groove back. Okay? He's trying to get his groove back. He said, I might be old, but my God, today. He is ready to risk it all. Unc is ready to risk it all. They said this is why Auntie filed for divorce. Just embarrassing. Somebody said, so when you become a certain age, you got to act like you ain't got eyes? Come on, Shade Room. There's so many other real news stories to cover. No, I'm with the Shade Room on this. Nope. That's what they the Shade Room. They throwing shade. His ass is too old to be in the comments. He knew that everybody would be all over this. Megan Good don't want you looking at her. I'm with this damn meme right here. Like, what the fuck? I don't want you looking at me, sir. Back up. Step bike. Okay. Take your ass back over there to Tina. But you know how they do stuff. Okay. They do stuff. Yeah, okay. She'll put that voodoo on them. All right, Michelle. She'll go ahead and Creole them real quick. He know what he doing though. He put that in the comments trying to, you know what I'm saying, make Tina mad. Okay. Sir needs to worry about which one killed his wife on that private road. Oh, child. Not on Miss Tina and Beyonce's internet, sir. Bianca, baby, walk your daddy back down to his room. OG said he ain't hiding it no more. And then they picked the picture that made him look the oldest, bitch. Okay, all that gray hair, but you know, I never thought that he was handsome at all. I just always felt like he was just out of place, like he was just a tag along. He was just hanging on. You know, Tina looked like she could have did a little bit better than this. I don't know what she saw in him. Never really was a match to me. Nope. But you know what he doing? He just trying to make her, you know, jealous. Jealous, honey. But I still cannot find that clip. I really want to see. I really want y'all to see that clip with Diamond. Maybe is it on here? LisaRaye. I really want to, because you know, people were in the comments like, girl, you played Diamond. Like, girl, you was to be talking like how you talking, like it's not given. Yeah, see, this is the we looked at this one. I want to see what she's. Maybe they took it down, but I can't see why they would have took it down. I cannot find it. Yeah, because this is old. This is getting back into. Yeah, this is old. These are the. Oh, see, I covered this last time. Where is it? I can't find it, y'all. Jason Lee. No, it wasn't on Jason Lee, but I'll check over there. It was on one of these. It was on one of these. Crazy. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I know you guys saw it. Didn't y'all see it? Oh boy. Let's see. And then you see little Uzi Vert look like he was flirting with Ice Spice. Everybody saying, boy, you better get out of them comments. You know JT gonna F you up, child. I'm like, I don't see what he see in Ice Spice, honey. She done got, ooh, she don't look, she don't look the same. She don't look like she can take too much of nothing. She look like she want her last limb. I'm trying to find it. I know they did not take it down. it's attached to that same interview. It was attached to the same interview, y'all. She not the one or the two. And she was talking about what type of man she wanted. And I could have swore it was on that same clip. Oh, wow, look. Quincy and Christian Combs served the author of the new Kim Porter tell-all book a cease and desist. Says if her secret flash drive was real, it would be their property, not his. So this is the guy that wrote the book. Quincy and Christian Combs are tired of people attempting to profit off their late mother's death. Since the controversy with Diddy first hit the fan, people have been coming out of the woodworks claiming to have the late Kim Porter's personal flash drive with pages from an alleged tell-all book that she was allegedly supposed to be releasing against Diddy. Though her children have adamantly denied the existence of the alleged flash drive, that hasn't stopped people from attempting to profit off the situation. Now, though, the brothers are trying to put an official stop to it through the courts. According to TMZ, Quincy and Christian served a cease and desist to a man named Courtney Burgess and his attorney, Ariel Mitchell, for releasing and profiting off of a book they claim is Kim Porter's personal diary. The book, Kim Porter Tell It All, is allegedly from her personal flash drive that Burgess claims he was able to get a hold of from a friend of Kim's. Burgess claims it's an original, unedited copy of her memoir, and he published the book without editing anything. In the cease and desist, Quincy and Christian claim that when their mother passed away, they became the rightful owners of her intellectual property rights. They also shut down the rumors that this flash drive even exists. According to the court filing, the brothers claim that even if the flash drive was real, it would be their property, not some random man's. Quincy and Christian say Burgess has 5 days to stop selling the book online and doing interviews before they take further legal action. They also want him to turn over any of Kim's alleged belongings he claims to have, as well as any accounting of how much money he made from the book. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this book is real, if it's really based off of the flash drive? This is interesting. The attorney for the author of this book, they claim that it is a flash drive. Now, in the filing of the suit, they said they are suing him for releasing and profiting off of a book they claim is Kim Porter's personal diary. So the attorney and Burgess, they are saying that this was her personal diary. So which one? Is it her personal diary or is it a flash drive? Because if it's a personal diary, it can't be the same as a flash drive, right? Because to me, this so-called flash drive is supposed to be the memoir that was written and you're unedited, and this is supposed to be released as a book. But then on the other hand, you're saying it's from a diary. So right there, those are contradictions. Which one is it? Because a person is not going to have a diary uploaded on a flash drive. So did you get the information from a diary or did you get it from a flash drive? And I'm with the kids. Whatever you got of my mother's, we want it. Turn it over to us. Because who are you? Who even are you? Okay, where'd you get this information? So they said you got 5 days, Mr. Burgess, and they want a receipt of the coin. Okay, we coming for the coin. It was a New York Times bestseller. Okay, when that book was released, it did numbers. So he made a pretty little coin from it. So they are asking for the accounting. They want to know what was made. And I'm guessing they probably going to want the proceeds from the book. I mean, if they own her intellectual property, that's the same thing as, your online account, your Instagram, your YouTube, all that stuff. So that would include a book, a memoir, a flash drive, if it even existed. Okay. So anything that you would to profit and make, that belongs to the kids. So yeah, they're going to get all that. They're going to get that. They're going to get that coin. Okay. So you guys, that's really it. That's all I got today for Scan the Gram. Okay, you guys let me know what you are thinking about these subjects, honey. They are trying to take the diddler out. Okay. They are taking the diddler out. They are not playing with Diddy. All right. They are not playing. They are not letting you out. They don't care. And I said, like I said in my commentary, this man knew that he was going to be arrested, but yet he was in a hotel getting high. So they're saying they don't even know if he can trust his own self, let alone them trusting. Can he be trusted not to do drugs? Can he be trusted not to flee? He's also being accused of contacting witnesses and trying to, coerce them into not testifying. They also say that he's trying to put narratives out in the public to make himself not look bad. So they don't know what, they can trust Diddy with. If they can even trust him with his own freedom. So I'm not looking for Diddy to be released anytime soon. I think he's going to be in there for whatever it is that they're going to do. If there's going to be a trial, whatever it's going to be, he's going to be in there. Okay. Now, honey, LisaRaye, I was trying to find the clip, but really in this clip, okay, really what I was looking for, LisaRaye was talking about basically high valued men, okay? She was also talking about her qualifications for a mate, a man, a husband, or whatever. And she basically was saying that there's different qualifications. He must be successful. He must be accomplished. You have, passion, all this and that. But he must be rich. Because she says she's used to going on vacations, not for, a weekend. She's used to vacationing for a month. Okay. I didn't know if it was Diamond up there, who was up there. Okay. Because I'm watching through that whole interview that she did with Carlos. It just seemed like she was acting. She was in character. Okay. She gave a good performance. I mean, I know she's from the south side of Chicago. I know that she probably got a little roundaway fillet in her, but it was too perfect. You know what I mean? Like, she just was too solid. Like, girl, you've been in Hollywood. You've been a Turks and Caicos first lady. All of this. I get it that, but girl, you ain't got no money now. What money do you have that you are so accomplished and you have, she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And she said if this man that she's going to be with can't keep up with that, I don't want to make you mad. I don't want to waste your time. Because it's going to waste your time and it's going to make you upset trying to keep up with me. And the fact that you won't be able to do it is going to cause issues, which she's right. I get that. But the way she was coming, it was just like, girl, stop. Stop, Lisa. Girl. No, girl. Girl, bye. I was like, you're not, what roles or what movies? I get the Players Club and all that, but it's not really doing residuals. Like, people don't just got the Players Club on repeat and we're just watching it and she's getting all these royalties. I mean, there's other movies she's been in, but it's not giving that she is such an accomplished actress. Okay. And then when she was saying the Hollywood starlet and all this, that, you know, the guy, the Turks and Caicos, he wanted the Hollywood starlet girl, Holly Berry, and I'll give Megan Good and Sanaya Lathan, and those are Hollywood starlets. You play Diamond. That is your most notable a role, is a stripper, Diamond. And we all know the scene with you getting beat and everything, and Ard in the hotel. That's what you did. That's what you played. I mean, wasn't that her role? Wasn't she the one that got beat in the that was a horrific scene. But wasn't that LisaRaye? Right. She's a C-list Tubi star. And then she Cocktails with Queens with the other one, Vivica Fox, the other one that swears her career is just so, she didn't have those experiences. You know, when they talk about the black Hollywood actresses that don't get paid the same. And, you know, remember when she was signing the autograph? Darling, but, you know, I didn't find that to be my experience. Girl, stop. Oh, okay. The cousin got beat, but she was the dancer or something, right? And she avenged the cousin. Who played the girl that got beat? Because that was a horrible beating. But even still, you wasn't even the girl that got beat. That's the scene I remember. Her getting beat. But I mean, what is it? What is a iconic scene from Diamond? What was it? Dancing? Was that her iconic scenes? See, she was so much of a starlet that I don't even remember what it was given on the Players Club. So, girl, stop. Ronnie ate her child. Okay. So, yeah, C-list actress at best. But, you know, she sat up there with Carlos and, you know, she gave a good performance. Like I said, you know, she said that, you know, she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle and, you know, she going to wear that white. Okay. And, you know, hold her hands and, you know, do all this. And she's very pretty. But, girl, it's not given that you have all. The brat, your sister got the money. Her and Judy Booty, they got the money. Girl, you, not so much. Not so much. I'm like, girl, stop. Yeah, she was the dancer. But she's not, the coin is not coining, okay? Like I said, she is on Cocktails with Queens. That is on Fox Soul, a YouTube show. Okay? And then there is another series that she played on. What is that with the family that made the heat drug, the Duncans? And she you know, it's a twist that she's the Junior's mother. I forget what the name of that is. She plays on that. But I mean, that's not like a A-list, a starlet. Like, girl, stop. Girl, bye, girl. Bye, girl. So that's all I got, you guys. That's it for Scan the Gram. As always, thank you for stopping by. We're going to do these every week. I'm thinking we're going to stick to Fridays right here between 8, 9, 10, like around that time, okay? Give y'all something to sip and have some libations, some little cocktails and everything, and whatever else it is you do. Because you see, Denzel, honey, okay, this one right here. Unc said, honey, he shot it up in the vein, but he did not become addicted, okay? Not him. Okay, he said he passed around that needle just like everybody else. He smoked on that crack pipe just like everybody else. But when it was time to go to work, he went to work. He went bike to work. He put it down and went bike. Okay, he would go down in that cellar and pop them $4,000 bottles of wine. Okay, but he wasn't a wino. Okay. I don't know, Unc. I don't know what. Well, he's 70 now. So he said it's been 10 years since he's been clean. So damn, you stopped shooting dope at 60? But he's done damage to his body. He did admit that, you know. His mother lived to be in her 90s, so he's thinking maybe he got another little 20, 30 years. But yeah, he did a lot of damage to his body over the years from drinking and drugging. So, you know, the people's like, that's just a little bit too much for us. Okay, sir, yeah, we don't want to know. Okay, TMI, Unc. TMI. So that's all I got, you guys. Make sure you like this video. Thank you to everybody that's in the comments on your way out. Make sure you hit that like button. Everybody that is in the chat tonight on the live, thank you for joining us. To my moderators, thank you for modding for me. I love you. You are the best in the business. To all of the people that are here still and you made it to the end of this video, thank you for hanging out, because, you know, this is not my usual content, but I'm working and getting back into the swing of things, trying to get on a regular schedule, you know, uploading and lives. So thank you for sticking it out. Make sure you share this video. That helps me get in the algorithm. Make sure you like this video and leave some comments and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye, you guys.